Hi, old guy here. What we're looking at is spot sprayers. There's three main ones on the market, okay? You've got the Sure Shot, you got the Vapor, and you got the Maddox. All right, so the Sure Shot is the original. The patent on this was taken out, let's see, 1934. That's when it was, the patent was issued, okay? And if you look at the original patent page, you'll see that it hasn't changed a whole lot. Nozzle area is a little bit different and stuff, but for the most part, it's the original. It was originally called a fluid dispensing device. That's what it was called. So I'd say it's 1934, you're basically the original, okay? Vapor's been around a little bit, and you got the Maddox, which isn't as old. Now, the Vapor sprayer is pretty much of a knockoff of the Sure Shot, okay? It even has a little hole down here. Now, I'm sure Vapor doesn't know what it's for, but it's actually for a little device that you can unscrew and you can stick in a nozzle to get stuff out of it. The Maddox is from Harbor Freight. The basics are the same as a Sure Shot and a Vapor. One of the differences is the handle. The handle is round and made out of steel stock, and the two arms coming off of it are made out of plate steel and welded to the tank itself. I included this one because I figure that since it's being sold by Harbor Freight, it'll probably, sell pretty well. This is made in the United States, China. The Sure Shot weighs a little less than 2 pounds, or about 88 kilograms, 0.88 kilograms. The Vapor weighs in at about 2 pounds 5 ounces, or 1.04 kilograms. And the Maddox weighs in at about 2 pounds 9 ounces, or 1.16 kilograms. Sure Shot is the most expensive one, of course, being made in the U.S. and being made in the U.S. for basically 80 years. The cost for it comes in around $60. The Vapor you can pick up for about $37, so it's the cheapest. The Maddox is right around $40 from Harbor Freight. Now, even though these two are knockoffs, this one is all SAE or inch threads. The nozzles, fill cap, the little piece back here. These two are metric. So there's no interchangeability actually between all three of them. Now, the fill cap on both of these are interchangeable. They do not fit this one. The nozzles and the nozzle adapter on both of these are different sizes, so there's not any changeability. On the Sure Shot, the area where the nozzle adapter fits, the cap filler fits, and back here where the trigger is, these are all cast as part of the tank. On the Vapor and the Maddox, on the Vapor, all three are welded on. On the Maddox, the fill cap's part of the casting of the tank, whereas this piece and the nozzle adapter, it's all welded. Now, as you can see, there's rivets holding the bottom of the Sure Shot on. As I'm assuming, since the other two have rivets too, that's the way they're held on. But now, the Vapor has a cleaner look, a cleaner finish on the bottom, and so does the Maddox. The Sure Shot is a little rougher. The nozzle on the Sure Shot is 0.025 inches because it's all done in inches, or 0.635 milliliters. If this gives you a fine spray, if you take this piece out and put the cap back on, or a nozzle back on, it gives more of a shot spray. The Vapor and the Maddox are both the same way. You take out that little pin in there and it becomes from fine spray to a stream. We're going to do a close-up of these nozzles because there's something I want you to see, because all of these have the seals on the cap, between the nozzle and the adapter, and between the adapter and the tank. So we're going to do a close-up of these because I want to show you how this one is very much different than the other two. On the Sure Shot, you can see the nozzle, you can see the couple of seals between them, and that's basically how you seal to keep the fluid from being, not coming out the nozzle. On the Vapor, it's basically the same way. You got a seal between the tank and the nozzle adapter, and then you have another seal between the nozzle and the adapter. Now, the Maddox is totally different because you can unscrew this and I think you can see this. The seal is not very proud. It sticks out a little bit, but it's recessed. In the same way, with the nozzle, if you look at it sideways, you can barely see the seal. Okay, not very proud. Now, the other thing that bothers me a little bit is the end of the tank. If you look at the end of the tank here, you can see that it's not perfectly flat. Okay? There's a little bit of a recess. So when you screw the nozzle adapter and the nozzle back on, there's no place, there's no way you can see the seal. To me, this, if you're changing out adapters or you're cleaning out the nozzle and stuff on occasion, that seal is going to compress over time, and I don't think it's going to seal very well. Now, since I've got the Maddox in front of me, there's a long rod that runs through here. There's a long rod that runs through here off this trigger, okay? And the end of the rod, I don't know if you can see that or not. So on the Maddox, you can see that recessed area where the seal fits in there a little bit better. And you can also see what seals the container at the back of the nozzle adapter. In this case, it's a nylon type piece. So not rubber, but nylon. Now on the Sure Shot, this seal is rubber and it's shaped to fit the nozzle adapter. It's rubber, it's not nylon. I think this would seal a little bit better. The Vapor on its nozzle has the same type of seal in it as the Maddox does. Okay, so we saw what the seals look like around the nozzle and nozzle adapters and on the end of the rod that runs through these. All right, so there's a little thing that you get with the Vapor, all right? It's got a breakdown of all the parts, all right? Nicely done. Troubleshooting, the whole bit. We got the Sure Shot. It's just basically a sheet, okay? But if you look at this sheet, you can see that there's a breakdown of every part on this sprayer. Every little piece, it's got a number and it's got a name. Next up, we got the Maddox. It's a little more thorough with all the various, safety precaution things. And it's got a page for all the parts also, okay, with the parts named at the top. Now, there's one big difference between all these. On the Sure Shot, you can get any part, except for the tank, obviously, that's shown on this. Every one of those parts is available as a separate item. For example, I bought an extra set of seals for the cap, and for the nozzle area. Each one of these costs about $1. All right, and of course shipping is going to cost you more than that, but they are available. The nozzle's available, the adapter's available, the cap, the rubber cap, the Schrader valve, the trigger, the cotter pin, this little piece underneath here. All those parts are available. On the Vapor, if you go on the Titan website, which is Titan Tools Asia Pacific LLC or whatever, you can buy the tank. Of course, it's cheaper to buy it someplace else. But the only replacement part you can buy for this is a rebuild kit, which basically is, except for the cap, is all the pieces, the long rod, the nozzle adapter, the piece back here, the trigger, the cotter pin, the little piece underneath here. All that's in here, okay? Somewhere around $10. But you have to buy the whole kit. You cannot buy the nozzles. You cannot buy these seals. So you're going to be, I guarantee you, you're going to be taking this nozzle off and cleaning it. You're going to be taking this pin out, and there's going to be stuff in the grooves in this pin. But you can't buy this seal. So every time you tighten this back up, you wear the seal a little more. And trust me, you'll be taking it off. Now on the Maddox, this is interesting. So if you look on the page with the parts or the page next to it, this is what it says. Some parts are listed and shown for illustration purposes only and are not available individually as replacement parts. Some parts. Okay, and then it specifies a UPC code you got to mention, and then telephone number to call. So I called because I wanted to know what parts were available for this. I mean, the parts are available for the Sure Shot. I wanted to find out what was available for the Maddox. Just like this is the only part available for the Vapor. Well, none of these parts are available, period. You can't rebuild this. You can't buy these seals, which are probably going to wear out faster because they're recessed and don't seal that well. You can't buy anything for this. No Schrader valve, no little rubber cap, fill cap, trigger, nothing. Okay, there's nothing available. Yeah, this is $40. This is $37, and this is basically $60. I don't know about you, but I don't like buying something, especially a tool like this, where I can't get spare parts. So to me, the only tank to buy is this one. Because, like I said, all these parts are available. These are my thoughts. I would pick this. You don't have to.